I'm Howie Slumka with My ATL Law, and clients don't just ask about wage garnishments, they're crushed by wage garnishments. Frequently it is a wage garnishment which will bring people to tears when you open your paycheck and your money is not all there. And many times when someone files bankruptcy, it follows years of growing economic concerns, but it is the wage garnishment that makes the person finally realize that I have to do something. It wasn't the lawsuit filed against them, it wasn't the judgment against them, it was when the money was taken out of the checks. So how does a bankruptcy help? Well, first, there are non-bankruptcy options as well. You can file what you call a traverse, you can challenge the garnishment, there are certain limits, they can't take more than a certain percentage of your paycheck, and we can help with that. You can also challenge the underlying judgment. Maybe they got a default judgment against you and you never had notice. But I will tell you that all of those are very complicated, very time consuming, and can be very expensive. A bankruptcy is like dropping a bomb on the garnishment. It immediately stops it. The money that is taken out of your paycheck, which generally can be up to 25% of your gross pay, goes to the courts. And it stays with the courts for some time, usually about 90 days before it gets dispersed to the party that owes the money. A bankruptcy leaves it there and then ultimately returns it to you, depending on the nature and the status of the bankruptcy. But without question, a bankruptcy does temporarily stop and usually permanently stop a garnishment. The underlying money that you owe, it depends on the type of the bankruptcy, but if you've been garnished by American Express and you owe them $20,000, in most cases that entire debt will be discharged by the bankruptcy. So not only does the garnishment go away, but so does the debt. So it's very beneficial. One more word to my entrepreneurial friends. If you own your own company and that company pays you and the company has been served with a wage garnishment, this is very important. You must not ignore it. If you owe, let's say, American Express $20,000 and American Express serves a wage garnishment upon your company and you ignore it, not only do you owe $20,000, now your company owes $20,000 to American Express. And they can come after your company probably easier than they can come after you. They can levy the company's assets. You know, if you're a carpenter, they can take your saws and they can take your truck and your trailers. So please always answer garnishments. Assume that your employer will do the same. And if you have questions about how it impacts you and how best to respond to it, please come see us at My ATL Law.